Good morning guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a bit of a mismatch of things. I've not really got anything planned for today. I've just got a load of washing to get through. Kobe's growing very quickly and he's going through a transformation of going into 3 to 6 clothing. So I need to get all of that washed just so I'm prepared and I don't run out of clothes and he doesn't have to sit in like clothes which are too small for him. So really today I am chilling out, got a bit of tidying up to do a bit of washing, and then I think our friend's coming over for a cuddle and you're going to get a party invitation, aren't you? And then we're going to go to Costa because we've got a coffee date with our friend, don't we? Because everybody wants to see you. Yeah, so that's basically what I'm doing for today. Don't really know how this is going to go, but here we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Good boy. You beautiful boy. Are you beautiful? Alright, so I got a Subway for breakfast. It doesn't normally happen, but I forgot to eat tea last night because it was such a busy day and it was like one thing after the other. The next thing I knew, it was bedtime. I got a Chipotle Southwest steak and cheese wrap with a tango orange and a double chocolate cookie because I always get it. I don't stray far from what I normally get. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. I'm so hungry. So I look a mess right now, but it's 1:05. I need to go in the shower because my friend's going to be here in about 55 minutes. I need to shower, which means getting him upstairs into a chair, like his bouncer. I just need to get rid of it. I need to look respectful. I need to get rid of whatever this is. Look at. I need to do my hair. If I don't wear makeup today, that's fine, but I need to at least do my hair. So while I was in the shower, Mr. Kobe decided to be sick everywhere. It's literally soaking and his top on his baby girl underneath is wet as well. So you're gonna have to get changed, buddy. Aren't you? You have to get changed. Yeah. Yeah. You're gonna get naked. You get naked. You're gonna get naked. So I just wanted to come on here and talk about sleep training because I've looked at many different ways and a lot of them are just like the cry it out method, and I don't agree with that method. I couldn't do it to him, and I don't think I would just put myself through that, because at the minute, like, I'm doing okay, like he's doing okay, like we're both getting enough sleep, but he's co-sleeping at the minute, like he's in our bed. We do have a co-sleeper bed attached to our bed, but it's a very rare chance where he will actually sleep in it. Like, I'm just trying to find like different ways to get him into bed and keeping the cry out method like the very last resort, because I don't want to put myself through that, and because as in a co-sleeper it's very hard to do the cry out method when he's next to us in bed. There is a process that I have found. So on Pinterest there was this kind of like process of elimination kind of thing. So it's like step 1, make a solid routine. Our routine is bath, pyjamas, I have a little play, like twinkly lights on and music on, and then boob, and then bed, loosely on the bed. it does someone's bed. And we've done that since he was about 4 weeks old. And that got him settled down for the night, and it just made everything a little bit easier because he got into that routine pretty quickly. I think it took him 2 nights to get into that routine of having a bath before bed and everything. So I know that this process by elimination is going to work. And then after that's so step 2. So after a couple of days of getting that routine into place is if the baby falls asleep on the boob, then cut down that boob time, that feeding time, by 2 to 3 minutes every single time. In a couple of days he won't even want to fall asleep on the boob. If he's tired, he'll cry and fuss, and then he gets put on the boob, and then he'll go to sleep on the boob. And if you take that boob out of the mouth, then he'll come searching for it a little bit later on. He associates nighttime feeding and boobing to settle himself down. That's what he wants. I know that he can self-settle, like he can self-soothe, but if he knows that I'm there to do it with him, he will pick me over self-soothing, which isn't necessarily like the best thing to do. So that 2 to 3 minutes that he would have initially like spent on the boob, you start rocking him. And then obviously the next step is to get rid of the rocking to sleep. So when you do that little by little, so you like eliminate the time, and the time goes down, and then so then he won't need to be rocked to sleep, he'll just be in your arms, he'll just be asleep. The next step after that is putting him in his bed when he's so close to sleep, like he's literally just dozing, and you either pat him on his legs or a reassuring pat, like either on his thighs or his butt, or like stroking his head or his eyes or something, just so he's got that touch reassurance that you're there. You'll cut down the time that you spend patting him or doing reassuring touches, and then you'll replace that with like singing or humming. Now he has music on, he has Twinkle Twinkle Little Star playing over and over again. It's really like soothing. Like you hum to that, and then you'll eventually like cut down that time you spend humming, and then eventually he'll just fall asleep when you go to bed. Once he's got used to each routine, then he'll eventually just be able to like sleep by himself in his own bed. Now this is going to take longer than a night. It's going to take longer than a week. But I'd rather do the long process of sleep training than the short quick process of letting your baby cry out until he falls asleep, or you checking him every, like you're checking him on it after 4 minutes and then 7 minutes or however long it is. I don't feel comfortable doing that. So I'm going to try different techniques of sleep training. It's not even properly sleep training, it's just trying to get this child to sleep in his own bed. Sometimes I'm a little bit soft. I am a little bit soft, I will admit that. And that hasn't helped me so far. So I need to be quite stern with this. But not too stern to the point where I'm letting my child cry out. I don't think I could do that. I don't think I'm strong enough for that. I will be if I have to do it, but I'm going to get to the cry out sleep training method if I am exhausted. Like to the point of exhaustion and there's no other options.
That's it.
I think sometimes now he just don't want to be bored.
Held. He don't want to be.
He don't want to be held, like you say. Like that was when he was pushing back to me.
Yeah.
But that's a good thing because now I'll know if he's doing that, he wants to be put down.
Yeah. Good catch. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Mrs. You're so beautiful. You're beautiful lady. Beautiful lady. Ooh. Good morning, guys. Last night we started the process of elimination, and it started like he wanted to be fed constantly, which is how he is. We did a full routine. We put him in his sleeping bag, but it was too warm for his sleeping bag, and he had to take it off. He fed less and less and less, which is good. He got really worked up, and when I put him in his bed, like, he'd only stay in his bed for like 2 seconds and realise like, oh, my mum's not there. We got him out of his sleeping bag, and then Keba rocked him and cuddled him, but he was still complaining. I went to the toilet because I was really desperate, and then I just cuddled him and sang Twinkle Twinkle Little Star to the melody that was already playing in the background, and then he fell asleep. And then after that I was able to put him down in his bed. So while I was singing to him, I was patting his bum. I stopped patting his bum after like the 3rd time the song came on, and then I hummed the song again for like 2 more times, and then I stopped and then cuddled him for a little bit and then put him down, but I did have to have my arm in the co-sleeper. So the whole night my arm was literally like that near his head. Like, he got put down into his bed about 10:30. That's when he was fully settled, fully asleep, and he didn't wake up again until 10 to 1. And I put him back down after a feed, like a quick 10-minute feed, like a little top up, and then he woke up again at 1:30. So I fed him again and then put him back down, and then at some point in the night he's probably fussed around. I've picked him up and put him in bed with us. So not only am I sleep training him, I'm having to sleep train myself to not do that, because every time he stirs I can't just be like, right, let's come into bed. But for the first night of getting him asleep in his own bed, it worked really well. It's gonna take time, but tonight he'll spend longer in his bed. He won't be brought back into bed, hopefully. I think the first night it was very successful. I think it's working out well. I'm positive about this. I am very positive that it's going to work for him. He cried a little bit, but he was soothed, and then he was cuddled and then put down to sleep. So, alright, so that is the end of this video. This is just basically what we do when we're in the house alone, and it's like a good day at home, not like a stressful, he's going to be fussy all day. He let me like tidy up and do some washing and all of this stuff, which is good. This is the start of sleep training, so I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any ideas on what you would like to see from me and my family, then just let me know.